All right, today is day 2 of the trial for James Crumbley, the father of school shooter Ethan Crumbley, murdered 4 of his fellow students in cold blood 2021. Prosecutors took the unprecedented step of charging the parents with involuntary manslaughter. No one has ever been found criminally responsible for their kids' actions before, but the mother was, on all counts. Joining us now in her first primetime interview is the jury foreperson who helped convict Jennifer Crumbley. Alex, I'm not going to say her last name because society has gotten so crazy that she has to worry for her own safety. Alex, thank you for taking the time to be with us.
Pleasure to be here.
So how did the jury, and specifically you, get over the obstacle of blaming parents for the actions of a child?
It was really more so a job of finding Jennifer herself guilty of a crime. We didn't go in there, let's point the fingers at mom because, her son did it. We were looking at her actions and her behavior, and we found that it was criminally negligent.
Was it hard to get yourselves there beyond the point of, well, maybe they're bad parents, but does it make you a criminal if they're not the ones that had the weapon, they're not the ones that did the killing? How did you figure that out?
We initially decided very early on in deliberation that this wasn't about good parent, bad parent. This was about the crime at hand. They could have been the worst parents, but were they responsible for this crime?
Interesting. Now, you had discussion, even though it was obviously about the mother, the father came up in your analysis. And what was the sense of the jury about him and how he figured into this when you're deliberating?
Yeah, so it came up multiple times. James is the one who purchased the gun. He went to the gun store, picked it out, he bought it. So the finger pointing at him as the responsible party was made in that context. But once we, came to the conclusion that she was the last one to handle the gun at the gun range, and then later on posting a picture of it on Instagram, her guilt became a little bit more clear at that point.
Well, you did your duty. Now you're a citizen like the rest of us. Do you believe that a jury could find James Crumbley guilty of the same charges?
I think that it's very possible. In fact, I think that it's likely.
Alex, I appreciate you very much, and I am very sorry for you that you have to worry about how people feel about what you decided to do by taking on this case, which is your civic duty. And I appreciate you for doing it, and I apologize for the rest of us. All right? You take care of yourself.
Well, thank you.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.